Hello, viewers. Welcome to our Talking to the Moon series. Now, uh, although our Moonology readings usually have a specific date accompanying them, sometimes the Spirit would lead you to certain videos that is already past. There's a reason for that. Maybe there is something in that video that the Spirit would like you to receive. So, if ever you find yourself beyond the time that this was set for reading, still try to look at the video. Maybe there is a message for you here. Now, today we are in the 7th of March 2023, and we are right now entering the full moon in Virgo. Now, right now the energy is very, very feminine because Virgo is the epitome of femininity. At the same time, also the moon is related to the cycles of the feminine gender. It's when you look at the cycle of the menstrual cycle of a woman, it's very much in parallel with that of the full moon. So right now, feminine energies of fertility, creativity, productivity, intuition, these are very strong right now as we enter the full moon of Virgo. Oftentimes also when the moon is full, the tides are also high, and also our emotions are somewhat enhanced. And so at this time, you try to see how your situations are. Maybe at this time your emotions are quite strong. So be careful with what kind of energy you have with you right now. If it is a positive energy, then that positive energy will be enhanced. If it's a negative energy, it can also be enhanced. So try to see what energy is with you right now and try to make sure that it is a positive one. At the same time also, you need to respect the energies of the people around you. Protect yourself if you are very empathic. Protect yourself from very strong energies coming from other people. You might take with you certain energies that do not belong to you. At the same time also, you need to respect their energies since there's a tendency for them to be enhanced. You need to walk gently before people. Okay. At the same time also, don't be surprised if you will have difficulty sleeping at this time. Okay. Many of the empathics usually have difficulty sleeping during new moons and full moons. So it's just part of the cycle. The deeper we go in our spiritual journey, the more sensitive we become to the cycles of the moon. One of the best way to learn about the cycles of the moon is during new moon and during the full moon. So take advantage of this moment as we enter the full moon in Virgo. Take advantage of the moment. Make it an opportunity for you to learn more how your body resonates with the cycles of the moon. Now, the message here from the Moonology manifestation card with regards to the full moon in Virgo is take inspired action. Yes, because it's already in the fullness of time, okay? If you started a certain project at the beginning of the moon cycle, at this time it is reaching already its fullness. It's like it's like an egg that is about to be hatched. So it has reached a certain ripeness at this time, the chapter or whatever this project you have started. Somehow things are already very clear for you now. Maybe the mystery is so. There's still some areas that are still a mystery, but more or less you have already an idea of how this chapter that has begun since the new moon is going to evolve itself. After this is sort of like the climax. So many things can happen today, so do not be surprised. But after this, it will slowly wane back. And so this is also the time for you to just celebrate. When the moon is full, people go out, children play, people go out and talk with each other, this is also a time for you to celebrate, especially with people who are close to you. And after this, things will slowly settle down, and a chapter will finish and a new chapter will open. So this is the time for you to celebrate, to be thankful also that somehow things went up, things evolved itself up to this point, to thank the divine for the graces that has allowed you to make it up to this point of fullness. And from this point wherein everything has reached its fullness, to be inspired to continue to be creative. From this success, may you find the inspiration to move on further and be more creative, and yes, to learn also from the lessons that you have learned as you reach this fullness, and apply it to the new challenges that will await you, as a new chapter will soon unfold after this chapter closes. Now the chapter is about to you have already reached the climax, and from here things will get to be a little bit slower, and maybe there will be more opportunities for you to rest. So also try to make the best plan for the waning of the moon. Try to give yourself also time to rest and recover, and also to enjoy the benefits that this cycle has given to you. After all, the challenges that you have faced in order to make it through up to this point of fullness of the moon. Now, let's try to read from the handbook about from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards, and try to see what are their inputs regarding full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. This card is bursting with goddess energy and reminds you that while it is wonderful to have lofty dreams, you also need to ground those desires by taking inspired action. Commune with the heavens, but take practical steps down here on earth. Draw down the energies of the divine by doing something as seemingly trivial as making a bullet point list of what you need to do to manifest your dreams into reality. Also know that you are 100% worthy of your dreams. Ditch self-effacement, criticism, and second-guessing yourself and others. Manifesting balance. Find a balance between dreaming big and being practical. Okay, so as you dream, because you have now reached the climax, so somehow there is that excitement, don't forget to keep yourself grounded in reality. But at the same time, dream, because now things are clearer, and so the possibilities of everything coming into fulfillment and fruition is quite high at this time. Now let us try to read again from another card, which is from the Moon Magic with regards to full moon. Okay, let's try to see what the handbook tells us about full moon. So according to the Moon Magic Oracle cards, they gave keywords for the full moon: luck, dynamism, emotions. Okay. Such a bright and happy card, which foretells great good fortune and dreams coming true. When the full moon shines on you and your life, you can expect a run of good luck. Okay, so the full moon gives us good luck, happy events, and positive outcomes. Yes, positive outcomes, because right now it's reaching the fullness. As the moon reaches its peak, so its influence can bring about a sudden rush of activity in situations that have been stagnant. Yes, During the full moon, the waves grow higher. So yes, activities will be higher also. Now, this card indicates that a time of dynamic movement is about to unfold in your life. It could bring about big changes or a sense of settling down. It indicates that magic is in the air and all around you. So now is a great time to cast spells for what you need. Okay, it's the best time to ask so that you shall receive. Okay. Yes, there's a certain essence of magic also. When the full moon is full, it casts a silvery light to everything and makes everything look magical and mystical. Well, let's continue. The energies of this card can also suggest a time of craziness when life gets a bit manic before calming down again. If this is at play right now, know that it is a brief period and will soon pass. Take extra care of yourself and your loved ones until the moon madness passes, as it can be very emotional time. For the most part though, this is a wonderful card, full of positive energies and good vibes, bringing bright blessings your way. So enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, so yeah, this is the best time to walk gently across the land because emotions are high, energies are high. So be gentle to other people just to avoid conflicts. Okay. Now we will try to end this talking to the moon with some reflection cards about the full moon. So maybe we'll get 2 reflection cards. Okay. The first reflection is when one starts thinking of the full moon as a common sight that will come again to one's eyes ad infinitum, the value of life is diminished and life goes by uncherished. Okay. So when one starts thinking of the full moon as a common sight that will come again in one's eyes ad infinitum, the value of life is diminished and life goes by uncherished. I feel that the message here is to always maintain that sense of wonder, that openness to adventure and to mystery in our life. We should always look at the full moon as an opportunity to discover new things. When we already consider it as a normal thing, then life loses its color. It's like having that spirit of the fool, where the fool always look at a new day as an opportunity to learn something new, an opportunity to experience a new adventure. So the challenge for us is to never lose that novelty of the full moon, to always look at the full moon with anticipation, look at the full moon as an opportunity to learn things, look at the full moon as another chapter unfolding in our life. So never lose that sense of wonder of the full. The last card is the moon is at her full and riding high, floods the calm fields with light. The airs that hover in the summer sky are all asleep tonight. It's a very beautiful description of the full moon. The moon is at her full and riding high, floods the calm fields with light. It's true. You try to look at the full moon, it casts its silvery light on everything. If you look at it that way, you will never stop fascinating at the fullness of the moon. The airs that hover in the summer sky are all asleep tonight. Okay. Although it's quite hard to sleep when the moon is full, this is the best time for you to take a short break and to celebrate. Take a short break and to rest. You've done a big thing already. You deserve also to treat yourself, to cherish yourself. After facing all those challenges, now you are reaching the fullness of this chapter in your life. So take a pause, bask in the silvery light of the moon, cherish it with people whom you love. The full moon is also a time for lovers. So if you have a special someone, it's good to invite them and watch the moon, even just for a short while. And just, be happy in each other's company. Well, that's it for our Talking to the Moon series. I hope that it has made you a little bit more romantic, a little bit more, it has given you more a sense of wonder about life, and has given you inspiration to look at every moment of our life as an opportunity to learn things, to experience life more fully, and make sure that you don't lose that sense of wonder. May we continue to have that spirit of a child who always finds every single moment of life as an opportunity to just celebrate, to just enjoy, to be thankful and grateful. Well, thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. It helps the channel to grow, and at the same time allows the channel to reach more people and hopefully touch their lives. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.